G'day, Spice Legends. Welcome to Burner Bites Down Under, the hottest show down under. Spice Legends, you're joining us tonight. We are here about to be joined by Brodie, the Brodino boy, the Tasmanian Chilli champion, the man, the myth, the legend himself. Brodie, he's about to join us. Here we go, Spice Legends. All right, there he is. How you doing, bros?
Good. How are you doing, Phil?
Oh, good, mate. You just sort of cut out for a second there. What's happening, mate? You got a good, decent connection there, or?
How are you doing, Phil?
Oh, good, mate. That's all right. We'll do our best. So, I think as you just mentioned to me before, you're at the place, the location of Australia's hottest and spiciest pizza. Is that right?
I am at Dino's Pizza in Claremont, home of the Tyler Ring Stinger, hottest pizza in Australia. And
for those that would even like dispute or like even just question that, what have you got to say to people that would even question that whether it's Australia's hottest pizza? What do you got to say to them?
Come down and try it. Right. See it for yourself.
Yeah.
There's a $2K prize pool up for grabs at the moment if you can down it in 5 minutes.
$2,000 if you can get under
$2,000.
$2,000. That's cleaning the plate. Like that's the plate clean.
Yeah,
right?
whole pizza clean and gone. $2K.
There you go, Spice. Where for those that don't know where Dino's Pizza is, can you tell them whereabouts in Tasmania that is?
In Claremont, Abbotsfield.
So how far is that from? Is it Hobart that's closer to, or Launceston?
That's in the Hobart region, about 30 minutes drive, 30-minute drive out of Hobart.
North or
maybe
south? 20.
Towards sort of northwest of northwest of Hobart, yeah.
Somewhere I hear that's also not far from where Chopper used to live. Is that right?
Yeah, that is true. Not too far. Not too far.
That's the way. And speaking of Steve Rooker, g'day, champion. There you go. Old Steve-O here, Steve. Mate. He had a crack at that pizza with me, and I got a slice and a half down, and Steve-O got 2 slices down. And we both gave each other this look like, I don't want to deal with this. Like, I don't
think I want to finish this. I could imagine being on a plane with that in your stomach. That's
right. And so we were we had this thought, and it was something like what we were just talking about off stage, off camera before, guys. There's a certain mentality you have to do challenges, and when they're just that stupid hot, and it's just lava going in your mouth, you've just got to sort of shut off the brain and do it.
You do. Like, yeah, just pretty much switch it off and just do. Do not think about it even for a second. You've got plenty of time after to think about it.
And I think that was me and Steve's downfall, was where we thought we're going. And I had that thought, like, I don't think I want to do this. And then my body's like, no, you don't. That was the other thing. I was like,
once you start having them regrets, mate, it's over.
Yeah, exactly. And so, Brodie, mate, like have you got the record for the most amount of pizzas eaten there, or most?
I do. I currently have 8 of them under my belt.
8. Jesus. And that's 8 in total, or 8 in a row? Like, how many have you done in a row?
8 in total. 8 in total. That I've consumed that pizza. Been champion since 2022. No one's knocked me off my pedestal just yet.
Right. Yeah. And so was it? You said 3 in a row, was it? That you had
3 in a row. Yeah. Yeah, 3 in a row. But I
didn't get through 1, and I'm going, how did he do 3? It's just wow, So, like, talk us through, how did you get to this point from going like just some dude on the street to now you're the Tyler Ring Stinger champion? What happened there in the journey of the Brodino boy? Tell us about that.
Well, I always bit of influence with spice from my dad. He's always sort of challenged me to have a bit of a kick in my food and that, and it's sort of just become like a competition, really, like always trying to push the next level. and then found that it was something I was actually good at. Then I heard about the Tyler Ring Stinger Challenge. Decided to come try it, and turns out I was quite good at it.
Plus, it's not bad having a free pizza, though, is it, mate?
No, definitely not.
Absolutely. So, how did you? So, what happened when you did the first ring stinger? Like, what was it that you reckon got you over
Oh,
the?
mate, I sadly got a bit in my eye actually that night. I'll never forget that. It was after I had a quick little wipe like that. Oh my god!
Oh, I've got to say, Brodie, like it seems to be my Achilles heel. I don't know what the story is. Is like I should know better. Like I've done it before. I've wiped my eyes so many times with so many different things, and somehow I still managed to get it in my eyes, and I'm going, uh-oh.
Yeah,
I've
it's
done
just
this
like
again.
how
How did I do that? You know,
yeah,
and like
it's
I've
just
got
yeah.
this eye this one at least should be like mace repellent or immune
Yeah,
or something,
exactly.
right?
Something.
Like you just do that thing where you got that itchy eye, and then like and
Yeah,
I've done that
yeah.
so many times, and I'm like, swear, sometimes I feel like this eye should be blind, really,
The
and I'm
amount
just
of
like,
times I've done training and just done something like that, and I'm like, oh, you idiot! Like,
yeah, and like my partner always looks at me, she just goes, why won't you learn? And I'm like, I don't know. Like I know I should know, but I don't. And it just really annoys me going, I should know better than this. I don't know why I've done that, you know? And I can't tell you how many times I've done the chili willy, and I'm going, what am I doing to myself? Like I should
oh,
know better
mate,
than this.
every time that happened. I wasn't going to say, but that also happened the first night as well.
Oh yeah, and it's no joke. And like
It's
it's
not.
funny now. I feel like everywhere on your body can adapt except the eyes, because now I'll get a
Yeah.
chili willy, and I'm like, yeah, okay, that
Yeah,
sucks. But this is
it's
my
kind of
life now.
like, oh yeah, it'll pass. You know,
Yeah.
as soon as it gets in your eyes, like, oh.
But isn't it funny? It just sort of becomes like this part of just going, okay, this is part of my life now. Just like your body will adapt to the weirdest things, and you're just like, what?
It will,
Okay,
it will. But
right.
that's just something I just can't. I just can't adapt to. I don't know if
Yeah,
I
well,
ever
not the
will.
eyes. That's the same. The only places it doesn't seem to adapt is the eyes. Like down there, it's sort of gotten better. I'm like, yeah, okay, that sucks, but I can live with
Yeah,
that. But up the eyes, never. I
nah,
don't know. What's
never.
the deal? It's just never adapts. It's like,
Yeah,
okay, I
yeah.
see why
It's
their
just
pepper
painful
spray
as
is
the
so
first
effective.
time.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, mate. So mate, how many years in a row now is this that you've been in the Australian Chili Champs? It's been a couple.
Been a couple. Now this would be my third year.
Wow. So we were just talking to Dave. It's been his fourth year. This is your third year, so you're one of the OGs now. But the
Yeah,
first time you attempted it was live at Sawtell, where David did it one more before you.
yeah,
Back in the old days, back in my day, back when we used to do in the COVID days when we had to do it all online,
mm.
he's sort of seen that. And one of the things that we asked him is again, it's funny because he's OG and no one's not pedestal, so to speak.
Yeah.
What's stopping people from knocking you off the pedestal, mate? Because like again, like we're not. We've got strange streamed chili condiments with Danny there. We've got Dino's Pizza and a few other guys like Jeff Coffee from and stuff. What do you think is stopping people from knocking you off the pedestal, mate? Because I know that a lot of people want to have a crack. I remember that German guy down near Dunny as well.
Yeah.
Definitely got crack, but you just took
He
it on.
gave me a hell of a crack. I believe that came down
You
to
beat him
1
anyway.
second.
Yeah.
It was a 1 second difference.
Yeah. Oh,
He gave me a good
close.
crack.
So what do you think? What would you attribute to your longevity in staying in this comp, mate, and keep on keeping on? What's the deal with that? You reckon?
I think I just have everything I do. I have a very competitive mindset. I really like to push myself to the absolute brink before I collapse. I just like to give it all I got. With that mindset. And I guess I will tune it to it. Yeah, just like eating training with the chili constantly with like the Primatalias, Carolina Reapers, etc. Always trying to push myself to the next level.
Right. Okay.
So
Because
I would
remember,
coach into that. Always trying to exceed myself. You know, trying to push
absolutely.
myself better
I
than
remember
the last.
one of the previous years, Dunny he gave me like a quarter glass of like, I think it was just oil and capsaicin crystals, and going, Jesus
Yes,
Christ,
it was 16
and
million total capsaicin crystals in olive oil.
right,
Yeah,
that's as hot as it gets. Like, it doesn't get
yeah,
hotter than
yeah.
that. And you're like,
You can't get hotter than that. I was drinking it like a whiskey shot.
yeah. So I'm watching the video going, what? Like, and you just like frighteningly look unaffected. What are you doing for training this time? What is getting the Brodino boy into gear this time? Because I
uh,
remember you saying you took a bit of a break after the comp. Fair
I
enough.
did.
Comp's
Yeah,
very brutal. National comp is very brutal, and
yeah,
it's good to have a bit of a break and just go, all right, I'm gonna
it is.
not eat anything silly for a little bit. What's gotten you back into the gear? What's clicked the gears back in?
Steve likes to give me a good crack. Like he cracks the whip. Make sure I'm doing the
Absolutely.
training and that.
Yeah. And so what are you doing for training now these days? What is it that you've
A
been
lot,
stepping
lot of
into?
baby chilies. Slices of the TRS. That like sort of thing. I haven't got my hands on the oil yet.
Yeah.
Um,
Does that
yes,
stuff worry
keyword.
you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Danny's an evil man, so maybe. Like,
yeah. You don't get a name Australian Extreme chili condiments for no reason.
oh
Danny
yeah,
definitely knows his stuff,
definitely.
and he brings the pain. That's for sure, man.
Oh, he definitely
So
does.
I remember like we did a competition where I can't remember, it was somewhere in New South Wales with the meatballs one, and normally I've seen most people get maybe 3 rounds or so in this comp, and then had this one comp where it only did 1 round. It floored everyone. Like, he just knocked everyone
Yeah.
to six, and there was only one dude who finished round one, and I'm going, whoa. Like, it was just
Jesus.
unanimous. I was like, damn, and
Oh.
Danny's like, oh, maybe I should go a little less hardcore on
Yeah,
the
maybe I
on the
went a little
sauce.
too hard straight off the bat.
Too hard off the bat, and I'm like, mate, you got to have a round two, like it's only round one. He goes, well, righto. So we sort of started talking about the physical side of things, mate. A lot of people also say a bit of the stuff, the mental stuff. We kind of touched on that, but is there a certain mental place that you go when you're in the comps? Because like we just sort of said before with the pizza, you can sort of don't think, shovel it down,
Yeah,
but that's only like a couple of minutes. When we're going to a comp where it's an hour, an
yeah,
hour and a
yeah. It's
half
an hour.
plus,
You can only shut your brain off for so long.
right? What is going through your head, and what's getting over the line? Because obviously, we'll talk about prepping and conditioning in a second. But what mentally, what is it that where do you go to, or what is it that gets Brodie, the Brodino boy, over the line when you're hitting that 1 hour mark? Because like you can
Yeah,
prepare, and you can condition, you can put stuff in the guts, whatever. But once you get past that 1 hour mark, as everyone knows, or if you've been competing, your body digests
yeah,
that, and that 1 hour it's digesting, and eventually you're hitting raw guts, and you're going,
yeah,
uh-oh,
yeah, yeah.
right?
Yeah,
What's
it's
going
like,
through your mind, and what's getting you over
oh,
that line?
stuff. I'm with the mentals. I just keep telling myself, just push more, push more, push more, push more. It'll be over soon. It'll be over soon. You won't feel like this forever. Like,
Keep swimming, keep swimming.
yeah, just give it another place.
The other thing I've seen, like at footy games as well, is like people are yelling out at the footy players, and they're just going, "One more, just one more, just
Yeah,
one more," and then they get that one,
yeah,
one more. Like,
yeah,
is that
exactly.
also sort of the
That's
thing? It's
literally
like
it.
one
Just
more
keep
thing in the mouth.
pushing. Yeah, just one more. Okay, I got through that one. And you can do another. Come on.
Because like there was for example, I don't know if you saw the Darwin comp in Northern Territory, but there was this girl in the comp. She was the last girl in the comp. Um, she didn't have any real chili tolerance. She just like, I'm going to give it a red crack. She goes, I don't mind
Mm,
spicy food, but like this is a bit above what I normally do. I'm like, well, okay.
mm.
And I think she went like 7 rounds past what she said she was going to give up on, right? And then we're like,
Really?
Yeah, I know. And we were like, what? You know, and like,
Brilliant.
I think she came fourth or third. No, fourth. Yeah, so she just missed
Oh,
out on placing, and it was
oh,
really interesting to watch. And it's so funny. She's like wanted to give up, and then like the crowd's like, "Come on, you can do it!" You know, she's like,
oh.
"Oh, all right," you know.
Oh.
You know,
It's amazing what
yeah,
peer pressure does.
right, right. So do you think that like having a big crowd influence, a big crowd cheering
Hmm.
you on or whatever, or even sometimes booing you, you know, does it help? Like you're like, I'm going to defy this crowd. I'm going to beat the odds. Or
At least for me, it definitely does. It absolutely does. I remember I the first Aussie comp like championship I did, I think it was like round 15, where I was kind of like, oh, I don't know anymore. And old mate come from the crowd and just yelled at me, goes, "Don't you dare give up! Don't you fucking dare!"
And did you find that like entertaining? Because you're like, hell,
I
how
did.
did
I
you
was like,
go?
"This is
What?
so funny."
We're so far
But
from like Tasmania. Is this dude from Tassie? Like what? You know?
no, it was a New South Wales chili grower.
Yeah.
And he was like, "Don't you dare!"
Yeah, but that's the
And I
same.
was
Like,
just,
did it confuse you? Going, why is
yeah,
this
I'm
guy
like,
cheering me on? What
why
are
be
you
on
doing,
for
bro?
me?
And
uh,
it's so strange because like you'll see people who will like they'll go for their guy from their
yeah,
state or whatever
yeah, you'd
their
assume so.
location,
Yeah,
but then they're just like,
yeah.
you just said, "Don't you give up,"
Yeah,
and I'm like,
don't you give up.
"Yeah, all right, man,
I think
all
I
right,
pushed me through another 5 rounds. So,
really, wow."
yeah,
And so
yes,
it goes to show that a crowd and an audience can definitely influence, right?
absolutely. I'd 100% agree with that.
Mm.
Absolutely.
So we were just sort of talking about the mindset a bit. Let's talk about the physical prepping and conditioning. What is it that Brodie, the Brodino boy, does before like a massive comp like this? Like everyone has their own idea or their own
Yeah.
discipline or thing that
Everyone
works
has their
for them.
own like methods, I guess.
What is it? What is it
Um,
that works for you or gives you that confidence to go right? I've got this. I'm going to go some
I,
crazy rounds. I'm going to go a lot of bloody rounds, or it gives you enough
yeah.
confidence to think I might be able to get to that last round. Like what is it that does it for you?
Like physically wise.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
food. What are you putting in the guts?
Yeah.
What are you
I
doing? Yeah.
like I don't know if like many people do this, but I like a bottle of chocolate milk and a banana. That's what does it for me, honestly. I will have that before every competition I've ever been in.
Hmm.
And it works out quite well for me. And for aftercare, I have a lot of probiotic drinks. That's for sure. No hit.
Can I ask why probiotic? What's the story with that? Is it because you feel like the chili's like ripped all the
It definitely
probiotics out of your
feels like.
guts, or I've
Oh,
had a bunch of people going that, Jan, you must have no guts or insides left. Like, how do
yeah.
people
I get
do
that
this,
asked a
right?
lot. I'm like, do you have any guts left?
So, look, we were just talking about like the chili circuit this year, and like the people that have made it in this year. We've now confirmed all our competitors. Have you got any competitors that you're worried about where you're like, oh, that's going to be a challenge? And you got any competitors where
Uh,
you're like, I
I,
think I've got the number. What do you think?
I,
What's your gut feel?
I remember Gordon from last year. He's going to be a tough competitor, real tough competitor.
Yeah, did you see him in New Zealand?
Yes, I did watch that. Actually, I watched the live for that.
Oh,
He was a machine.
I'm, I'm watching it. We're going. We're three. It starts at daytime. We watch it. We're filming it, and I'm not even eating the chilies. I'm just filming it, and like my legs are getting sore, my arms are getting sore from holding cameras and whatever. And then like the Wi-Fi ran out, the data ran out on my New Zealand data because in New Zealand, right? And then so I had to flick to the Wi-Fi and the things, but then the Wi-Fi was shoddy, and then the batteries ran out. And then next thing you know, I'm holding the laptop and I'm going, "Oh," and my arms are shaking because I've been holding things for 3 hours. And the dude's like, "Oi," in the comments, "Oi, you're shaking the camera." I'm like, "I know, I'm trying to keep it steady, but my arms are sore." And I was just saying, I said to the Quran, I'm going, how are you doing? Like he was standing there for 3 hours. He goes, at one point, I'm just like holding myself up with my arms like that. You know, I'm going, wow.
Oh,
So is that a seeing that now, seeing that kind of ability, is that a big worry? Like, have you got an idea or a strategy to try and get around him or around that to try and
my
beat him out?
my usual strategy is to. I'm told I have quite a good poker face when I'm eating, and it can kind of psych people out. Because I could be absolutely terrible in the guts, really, but face is like completely blank. I'm not giving
Yeah,
away
totally.
nothing.
Yeah, no.
Um,
And that's the other thing I find really impressive with you guys at this level. Like when you're at this level, to be able to
yeah,
have the presence of mind to be able to continue that kind of game mental strategy is
yeah,
a
yeah,
phenomenal, not just
yeah,
ability, but like a mental presence and mindset to be able to go, right, this is what I'm going to aim to do, and then keep that kind of composure in the face of
yeah.
such insanity.
Well, I think you find if you're struggling and like you're like and you look over and the person next to you is cool as a cucumber, you're more likely just like, nah, I'm not beating this guy.
Absolutely, and I've seen many a contest just go to the winner because of that fact. Like I've literally seen one dude
Yeah,
where there was some crazy competition, and these two dudes left, and they're like these big monstrous dudes, huge, big staunch dudes, and they're going toe for toe, tit for tat, and they're like, and they're looking at each other, going, "Yeah, this is how I'm smashing you. You're going down." You know, both of them, like just steely eyes. And then I remember it got to a point where they had to come up with something new to throw at these guys because they ran out of stuff, right? Because they just
yeah.
refused, just died. They refused to give up. And one dude looks at the dude, he goes, "How many more rounds you got left in you, man?" He goes, "I can go all day." And he goes, "Right, I'm done." And the other goes, "What?" You know, and he goes, "Yep, I'm done. No, see ya." You know, and I was like, "Wow." And then I talked to the other dude. I said, "What was the story? Like, were you really going to go all day?" He goes, "No, man, I was dying." He goes, "I'd be lucky to get another bite." And I'm like, "What?" And I'm like, it's just so funny that poker face can really
Mhm.
just get you there. It can
It,
get you
it does. It
over the
psychs people
line.
out. It's not only like a physical game, but also mental. Like,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely.
But one other thing I thought is always something I've really noticed once you get to go beyond a bit amateur comps, right? Have you noticed, and it's something I've noticed, no one wants to be the first person out, right? Have you
No,
noticed that?
no,
And everyone's
no
like
one
looking at
does.
each other like, "It's not going to be me. It's
Yeah,
not
every
going to be
time.
me."
No one wants. Definitely not going to be me, dude.
Right? Like, no one wants to be the first guy or girl out, you
Nah,
know?
no one ever wants to be the first to tap ever.
So,
Unfortunately,
when,
someone has to eventually. But
right? So when it starts to hurt and no one's down yet, what's going through your mind where you're going, I don't want to be the first person out, but like it gets you, what's the thing that gets you over that line? Is there
oh,
an
that's
explanation you got
actually a
behind
good
it?
question. Um, I don't know. Like it's hard. Like I think that's where the mind games really kick in. But you are watching everyone, seeing how they're looking. I guess like how long have they got to go? Do you think? Like you know,
Mm,
you know, like that. And I think like when someone does tap, you get a bit of a confidence boost again. It kind of sort of rejuvenates you a little bit. Like
yeah,
going,
yeah,
okay, I'm
okay.
going good. I'm going good.
So when you see one person drop off, you go, okay, one down.
Yeah, yeah, one
One
down,
down.
one down. We got to get
One
another
less to
one.
go. We're one closer. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
it's
one
like a little
closer, one
reset
closer to
mentally.
winning, one closer to victory.
What's that stuff? One step closer to the edge. Shit, all of us are break now. So it's really interesting seeing like the different mentalities of that. Is like the other thing what I find is interesting is some people have the strategy of they'll just look dead ahead and they won't even look at their opponents. Is that like a certain strategy to you to a certain level? Like, is there a certain round where you're like, I'm going to start assessing my people, or do you keep to that, or are you looking around the whole time? What's the story
I'm kind
with
of looking
you?
around the whole time. I'm kind of sussing. Oh, I'm always sussing out the competition.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
it's just kind of like saying how they're doing, maybe things that they're struggling on, or what
Mm,
are their
mm.
strengths.
That's a good point. Yeah, observing what people's strengths and weaknesses are, because you find some people might struggle with something and other people won't.
And
And
exactly. Like, yeah, absolutely. Some people struggle with certain things, but they're an absolute monster at something else. Like it's, yeah.
Absolutely. And so when you see something like that, when you're like, oh, I've got this, and that person doesn't, what goes through your head? You're just like, oh,
Yeah. I'm like,
what's going through your head?
Yeah, I was like, oh shit. Oh shit, I thought that'd get you.
So you're saying on the regular, when you're not eating, you're going through a fair amount of chili. What's your average chili intake on the regular when you're not competing or preparing for a comp like this?
I think like on a regular basis, at least 9 chilies a day. At least like super hots anyway, at the very least.
When you're not training or when you are training?
Yeah, 9 in a row.
When you're training or not training?
In training.
Okay. What about when you're not training? Like, what's the diet like when you're not training or when you're not getting ready?
Oh, what's the diet? Oh, sorry, I didn't hear that.
No, that's okay. That's all
right. I usually eat like a lot of hamburgers and then pizza. I like a lot of I put a hot sauce on basically everything really. So in a way, I'm still getting a little bit.
So you're never not eating spicy food. You're always
It's never turned off fully.
no, that's fair enough. So you're obviously you're regularly eating. So it's always going to keep your tolerance up to some sort of level.
There's something there at least.
But obviously it's going to be going back up.
But closer to competitions usually where I kick it back up to the super hots.
Yeah, right. And so getting ready for a comp, is there a certain point where you've eaten something or you've beaten a challenge or you've gotten past a certain training thing where you're going, right, I'm ready? Is there a certain standard where you're like, oh, I've got to get to this level? Or
I suppose so. Like when I'm sort of going like that, and then I can say I can eat a whole Tyler ring stinger like that, and I ain't completely straight based. I'm like good to go. We're ready.
Fair enough. So what builds you up to be able to eat like a whole Tyler ring stinger? What without, like you said, without breaking a sweat? What is it that gets your notches up to that level?
A lot of consumption. Probably about even a few weeks of just eating it non-stop. Just building that tolerance like right back up again. But basically absolutely punishing myself until it doesn't affect me anymore, really.
And it's funny, like it's just one of those things, like it's just no pain, no gain, It's like those
that's
guys,
exactly it. Yeah, you got to hurt yourself a bit, but otherwise you'll just stay sort of stagnated if you don't. I feel like.
And chili sauce producers from South Australia, they're going best of luck at Sawtell, but Goz is coming to get you.
Oh.
What do you think of a comment like that? It's like, that's some fighting words.
Let's go,
Goz. So other than Guran, have you got any other people that you're watching, you got an eye on, that you've got your danger up at all? Like, what is there any other competitors that sort of concern you other than Goran?
Yeah, I'd say Goran's probably. Yeah, I remember him from the last comp, but I watched him in New Zealand. Absolute Terminator. He just doesn't stop.
But any other competitors you reckon that are like concerning you? Like
the Melbourne champ looks quite a strong competitor. She actually dominated.
Oh, didn't she? Like Mean Gene, Mean Gene, the chili eating machine. Like, wow.
Yes, that was it. Yes,
great name.
Yeah, I watched her compete, and I was like, damn, absolute machine as well.
It stunned me because I knew I've seen her in the previous year where she took on Gabby, and the only thing the only reason why she stopped was because she was full, right?
Yeah.
And I'm going, wow. And so she took that, learned from it, and this year she said she didn't eat anything before the comp. And I'm going,
oh really? She's like,
whoa, like, okay, and like you saw what happened to Vince, and Vince, like he's a strong competitor, and I was like,
that Vince is incredible competitor. For her to be able to beat Vince is incredible, honestly.
Yeah. So that's one of those things where you're just going, all right, how am I gonna thwart that? Have you got any strategies? Because like so far, like I was saying there, the only thing I've seen is beating around in consumption, like in the
Yeah,
amount
I
of
think the
food.
only way to really do that is consumption level. Because she's got a hell of endurance, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. She's no pushover. She's definitely not
Oh,
going to be out quick. That's for sure. And
yeah.
the tolerance is frightening. Because like we've seen some of the best in this comp. Or pretty much the best in the comp, and to see someone else tip the scales like that and go, wow,
Yeah, it
it
surprised me
does.
every single time.
Yeah, and
It's
that's the thing.
unbelievable.
Just when I thought I've seen the best competitors, or I think I've seen it all, and then someone else comes out of the woodwork. I'm like, where did these
Yeah,
people
they
come
do the
from?
most crazy thing, and I don't know. Like every year, someone surprises me.
Yeah,
It keeps
it's
it
weird. It's
exciting,
weird.
though. You know, like
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Like it can't be boring. It can't be a boring comp. Like if it was a boring comp, no one would watch. So obviously we've got to up the ante wherever we can. But at the same time, it's really interesting. Always interesting to see these really next level competitors. Now that being said, this is the first time we've had two female competitors. What do you think of that?
yeah.
Is it you think it's the year of the girls, or what do you think?
It might just be. It might just be. Who knows?
Yeah.
They're both very strong competitors.
Mm,
Have both have a very strong chance at taking the championship. I really believe that.
absolutely.
But yeah,
So
uh,
what? A lot of people, like, obviously you've got a game plan for yourself and stuff like that, but have you got a game plan to thwart the other competitors, or is this more of a just your mind over matter kind of thing? What's the
yeah.
sort
Uh, night before, hey, you want to have a few shots?
of? Yeah, look, and that's the thing. You're all adults, right? And you're all allowed to do whatever. But like, what a dick move! Imagine that. People go,
Quite dirty.
I
Nah,
shouldn't
I
have.
probably won't, but
What was in
it's
this
funny
drink?
to think about.
No.
Yeah.
But wouldn't that be like the other person like you?
You.
I was like, I only had one drink. What's wrong with me? Nah. Hey, Brodie. Good luck this year. Unfortunately, Rob Dunn, I'm unfortunately get this year. Cheers, Johnny, at Australian Extreme Tournaments. G'day, Dunn. How you doing? That's the way.
Hey, Danny.
So he's going to be throwing around in there, but he can't make it there physically this year. But he's wishing you good luck. Absolutely.
Appreciate it, Danny. Thank you.
And Steve Brooker from Canberra, you'll be right, Brodie. My lava pizza will put you in a better, happy place. Hopefully, I can honour Stevens. Oh, shit, Donny. Might have to drop me down some 60 million capsaicin next week, Brodie. Oh, no.
What did I tell you?
He's both. I love Donny. He's both a very evil man, but a very nice, loving, happy, humble man as well at the same time. So it's so funny how I love that line. I'm trying to remember, Donny, where you go. Was it through the lips, over the gums, look out stomach, here it comes? Oh,
that's it. That's it.
What a line. I love that line,
Yeah,
and
that's so
he's an absolute cracker of blood, and I love that dude to death.
He is.
So considering that you've got that now up your sleeve as well, other than tolerance, what are your other worries in the comp? Like, do you, like we were just saying before that Mean Gene, maybe her downfall or her weakness might be her consumption level. Is there something that you're concerned about that's going to take you down, or is there, like, for example, like, is there a product or a chili in the comp where you're like, oh,
yes,
I'm worried
yes,
about
actually.
that?
There is one. It was the one that knocked me out last year. It was that Carolina Reaper donut that knocked me out and nearly knocked Dom out as well. That thing was brutal. Everyone was so surprised when I told them the thing that got me was a donut. I'm like, that thing's no joke.
well, I'm sorry, Brodie, but I've got some bad news for you, mate. The donuts making a comeback in the comp.
Of course it is.
And they reckon they're going to make it twice as hot.
Oh shit!
So, are you going to be training with some donuts now?
I'm all after now.
What do you think the most challenging thing about that donut was? A lot of people were saying it was dry.
There was just no relief from it. It was just because it was like, like a sweet, like doughy thing, you'd think like, oh, if I put like a bit around my mouth, it would like cool the burn down. Nah, it just made it worse. Where it was.
I can tell you why, because I talked to the creators and said, what before we do this, what is in this thing? Because I know I've got to be a dumbass and try this and test it out and see where it fits. Because I have to do it because I got to see where it fits in the scale, and the Scovilles, and where I'm going to put it in the comp. And oh man, they told me that I said, oh yeah, so it's the jam in the donut because you saw the jam inside as well, and they put Reaper powder in the jam, but then they've also made the donut, but they put the powder in the dough. So I don't know. Like the other competitors were telling me, like you just said, oh, hopefully it'll be fine. In Fights of Belief, no, it's in the dough as well. So there is no escape with this donut.
There's no safe place for that donut. That's for sure.
so knowing what you know now about the donut, because that's the thing. That's why we designed this comp to make these products seem unassuming. Like you were like, oh, that tastes delicious. And they are. They obviously do taste, but that's like the first 30 seconds. You're like, what's your strategy now, knowing what you know with the donut? How would you
definitely don't underestimate it. That's for sure. Probably one of the things I try to get down very quickly, because that thing staying in your mouth it's not good. Not very good at all.
So would that be the same mindset as the pizza you're saying? You sort of switch off the brain, get it in.
Switch off the brain, get it down.
Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I know the second that thing gets put in front of me, sort of, I get up, okay, game on, switch off.
Like when I brought it out, I remember bringing them out in front of people going, I don't know. What? Like, is this a trick? No. And I'm like, it is a trick.
Yeah.
It sort of lulls people into a false sense of security. Like, did you end up getting to the Tim Tam?
Yeah, I got to the Tim Tam. Yeah, that thing was brutal.
It tastes good. That's the thing. The first
it tastes so nice. That's the thing about
delicious. But then the heat kicks in. You're like, oh,
like, oh. And it's so throaty. Like, it's so throaty.
Yeah, it's a big throaty burn, and I'm like, so other than the donut, is there like, so that's the thing you're dreading the most. What are you looking forward to the most in the comp? Is there something that you're like, oh, that I really enjoyed that? Like,
oh, that's a good question. I quite like the meringues. They're pretty tasty.
Oh yeah, you like the meringues?
Yeah, they're pretty tasty. Don't mind the corn chip either. They're pretty tasty.
Do you remember how many they gave you last year?
Yeah, what was it like? I think we had like four.
That's right.
4. I think it was 4. And I like the chicken wings as well.
Oh yeah. And we even had the Bunnings snags, was it? I think last year, but we called it something.
Yes, we did. We did have this.
Oh, that's right. We called them the burning snags instead of Bunnings.
That's
burning
it. Yeah,
snags. That's right. Yeah. And like, was there any like products or stuff that got you by surprise, where you're like, oh, that's really different or creative or whatever? Is there anything that sort of you're like, wow, what?
Yeah, the bloody donut.
Yeah. Fair enough. Point taken, mate. So look, everyone seems to have a best and worst chili experience. Can you talk us through your best chili experience and then your worst chili experience? Because everyone has that one where like, oh, that was real. I'm really proud of that one or something. And then everyone has that moment where it's like, oh, I don't want to ever do that again. I'm questioning whether I want to eat chili ever again. Talk us through those moments.
Yeah, I think the best one I ever had was the first Tyler Ringstinger win, like the first grand final win for myself. That was the big highlight for me. I was like, that's one of the most memorable ones for me. Worst, I think, might have been the third win. Because I think it hit me like within half an hour of eating it. And I just like sat in the shower, just like, oh my God, this sucks. In the worst way.
Oh, Danny. I hope you like peanut butter, guys. You're not doing sauce this year. Juiced up peanut butter this year, my brother. There may be 16 million capsaicin crystals involved. Uh-oh.
Oh,
Jeez. Oh, because like peanut butter, it gets around your mouth and you like, and it's not, you can't get it down quickly, can you? So
you cannot.
Dunny is a diabolical master of creations. I love
He
it
is.
done. Rob's man, I love you, but wow, that is going to be an evil product. That's fantastic.
Jesus.
And Steve wanted to ask you, how was the jerky last year? How did you find that?
It wasn't too bad, but I remember the first comp I did, that was what knocked me out the first comp. Oh, I couldn't chew it.
So what about the chewing got you? Like talk us through. Like what was the thing? Do you remember the thing you ate before it?
What was this? Well, sure, maybe it was like a Satan spit gummy. I think it was before it. Maybe, maybe I think it was. And it got someone in the crowd.
Yes, that's right. That was Dunny himself. So Dunny went at the back.
Yeah.
And he was trying to help everyone, right? And he went at the back, got the plate full of gummies, and he sprayed them. But little did he know that the wind just decided to whip up. It went under the stage, blew into the crowd, and I saw someone from the second row go, "Bleh." Whoa! Like people go, "Oh, geez!" And people go, "Oh, what the hell?" I mean, I was on stage and I was coughing, and I'm like, "Ah, rat." So yeah, you're right. That's not an easy round, but then you've gone from that. Did that feel like it got your throat a bit at all with the Satan spit, or what do you
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It kicking my throat. I think I was ready for the jerky. Yeah, I was still getting it with the Satan spit. Right. And I'm trying to chew this thing. I can't get it down.
Because like one of the things why the jerky is such an interesting thing is because a lot of people don't realize to chew when you've been competing that long with things that are building up the citric, like the acids and the lactic acid in your body. People don't realize a lot of people, their their muscles start to shut down. It's similar to like long distance runners. They're running for an X amount of time, and their body's eating up all the nutrients and the vitamins, whatever like that. And it's not the exact same thing. It's not. I'm not saying it's exactly the same to the Swiss science, but there's a similar response to the body where the body's building up all the acid, and you've experienced that. Where it's just trying to chew it. I've previously at a previous comp, I think it was comp 1, year 1. One of the guys shoved in the jerky, and he's gone, and he's like open his mouth and shoved it.
It's
forcing a manual chew, and I'm going, what? And he goes, the jewel's not working, man. I'm just making it happen, I was like, all right, And the other dude's going, yeah, it like hurts to open your mouth and then close it, And I'm like, yeah. That's what happens when you're competing for a long period of time and with like large amounts of extracts and capsaicin crystals and things like that.
Yeah.
So going with that in the back of your mind, have you got any ideas to combat that, or have you got any thoughts or strategies to try and combat that, to get past that line? Because you seem like the kind of guy where you're going, that got me before, but not this time. Is there any strategies behind that this year?
Yeah. Basically, just keep practicing eating for long periods of time to try and get used to that type of endurance. Because there's one thing to be like endurance for spice tolerance, but also the duration that you're doing it for. You got to be able to have the jaw working for that long and be able to have that amount of consumption. Because it's all well and good to be, have the tolerance and all that. That's it's good. But if you get worn out halfway through, the tolerance doesn't do too much for you then.
No, that's right. That's right. So what are you doing to combat that? I seen one dude where he just got a whole thing of gum and just shoved it in his mouth, and he just chewed it as long as he could, and then he just got another stick the next day, and the next day, and the next day. And
I didn't know about that one. That actually sounds like a good idea. Actually, I might
it sounds incredibly stupid, but it sounds like an idea,
Yeah, I guess so. Like if you're constantly chewing, it does make sense to me. I might even adopt one. Actually,
when you sit down for a meal, how long do you usually eat for? It's not an hour and a half, is it? Like most people eat.
No,
you're probably
no,
not
not
eating
at all.
longer than a meal for 20 minutes, right? Most people wouldn't.
Yeah,
be
20 minutes maximum
physically
usually.
chewing for longer than 20 minutes, right? Like, you know.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what you're saying. Like, if your body's not ready for it, you just like your body's like, what are you doing, man? Like,
Yeah, like Jesus.
no, absolutely, man. So look, when you're there, it would be anyone cheering you on in person, or is it all going to be online? What's the story with that? Who's cheering
It'll
you
be
on?
all online for me.
The Tasmania side, yeah. You
Yeah,
got a lot of peeps in your on your side there.
Yeah, I think Steve will be sharing it on his page.
Yeah,
The live stream.
that's right. Yeah, Steve said he'd be doing that because Steve, he actually wanted to be up there this year, but he's having a few health issues, so unfortunately he had to.
He unfortunately has a few health
That's fair
issues.
enough,
So
Steve. You know, and like we love you, man. You know, so hopefully, if you're feeling better next year, we might be able to get you up there next year. But we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So we were just talking a bit about like products and raw chilies. Is there one you gravitate towards? Are you more of a chili guy, or are you more a product guy? Like,
I'm more of a chili pod guy. I like my chili pods. I like chili pods and hot sauces. That's my kind of thing.
Have you got like a favorite hot sauce that you're going to at the moment, or is there like a favorite type or something? Or
I like the smoky barbecue ones. They're my favorite. Really? Yeah,
there you go. Well, luckily, there should be some trivia from that. Yeah. What is it? Here's something I prepared earlier. Yeah. So we'll have some that to play with you, and hopefully we'll have something in that direction. But it'll be a bit different than you guys are used to. We're gonna try and bring something new to the fold as well, because we always like to try and bring in our new stuff. So chili sauce distributors, Rob is evil. Brody was sick the first year too. Oh, geez.
Yes, I was.
It will be shared on our Extreme Chili Condiments page as well. There you go. Thanks, Dave.
Really appreciate
awesome. Awesome. Yeah. So, what? Like, let's sort of ask you. What advice would you give to people that want to try and attempt what you're doing now? Like, they've seen you, they're looking up to you. They're like, wow, I want to be able to do that. And like, what advice would you give to people that are like starting?
I'll say, start slow. Start on the lower end, but always push a little bit out of your comfort zone, and just slowly build yourself up until you can get the super hot. Don't just jump into a Carolina Reaper off the bat. It will hurt.
Oh yeah. I mean, look, there's no lying or debating about it. Like a Reaper's going to hurt no matter what level you're at. You know, like
yeah, exactly. Like if I had a Reaper right now, it would hurt. Like you know,
yeah. And it's not over quickly. Like it's never over quickly.
No, it never is. It's lasts for ages.
Absolutely. And so like this is something I touched on with a few of the other competitors as well. Was every stream I seem to have is always someone who's like, oh, they're gonna die from doing this, or they're gonna go to the hospital, or they're paramedics. And I'm like, well, what would you say to people that are saying these things? Because obviously you've survived 3. You've been in the comp. You've been in the comp multiple times. You've done the worst of the worst and the best of the best. What would you say to people that are worried that you're going to die or be hospitalized and stuff? What do you have to say to these people?
I'll be right.
No, but not you. As in, what would you say to them?
Oh, me.
That's their concern.
What would I say to them?
Yeah.
Out a little bit.
Hang on, your audio's stuck up a bit.
Yeah. So I thought I'd say
you're cutting out on us, mate. What's happening? Hello. You still there, mate?
Hello? Yeah.
We're missing your video.
Yeah.
Can you get your video back on?
It's on my end.
I can't see you, mate. Your screen's gone black. Oh. All right. Well, we've lost Brodie, the Brodino boy for now. Hopefully, if we can get him back in very quickly, we can resume the interview. But yeah, Spice Legends, if you've got any questions while we're waiting, just grab the keyboard. All right, apologies for that, Spice Legends. We just had a few issues with our internet. So I think what we'll do is we'll just end the interview there. Apologies for that, Spice Legends. Not entirely sure what happened there, but we'll leave it there for the now. And you'll catch up with Brodie very soon, the Australian Chili Champs. But our next interview that we have is coming up on Monday for the New South Wales Chili Champ. And we'll see them there at Monday, 7 p.m. Australian Eastern Standard Time. So apologies again for that, Spice Legends. But for now, keep calm, be awesome. You.